The school system here, I'm not sure about America, but it's outdated.
It's outdated globally.
It's outdated globally.
The internet made it outdated because information is a commodity and the school system was built on memorization of information. Why do I have to do any math? I have a calculator on my iPhone that can give you any math. Yeah. I don't need to know anything. I can ask Siri and Alexa in 2 seconds, they'll give me the answer. You know, who cares about the periodic table when I can tell you what, like it's so uncomfortably outdated globally because it's predicated on memorization of information in a world where we have information at our fingertip within a second for zero cost. The whole thing's dead.
How do we fix it?
It's the parents' responsibility. It's the parents' responsibility to not buy into the self-esteem wrapped up in your child going to a top university. We don't need to boil the ocean. Parents need to make sure their kids are happy. If we all collectively actually gave a crap about the happiness of our children, it would fix itself. Unfortunately, we care more about the judgment of our contemporaries about what our children are accomplishing more than caring about our children. This is an issue of modern day parenting and insecurity and keeping up with the Joneses, not a school system problem.
Caring what other people think.
It is the devastation of our society.
Yeah, because so many people watching this will be like, no, you need a university degree. You need that to fall back on.
Fall back on what?
Yeah.
Every company's not requiring a degree to get hired anyway. The greatest companies in the world, Amazon, Google, are no longer requiring a degree anyway. So what are you falling back on? Now, you know, that's like saying you need to keep a horse on hand in case the car doesn't work. It's ludicrous.
It is ludicrous.
It is ludicrous.
Yeah.
And it's completely predicated on the framework that the parent grew up with, and more importantly, the judgment that their parents are putting on them or how they want to keep up with everybody else. Because the people that they eat dinner with at the country club on Sunday night, their daughter's going to the big university and they want, it's just ludicrous. It is sad. I'm a byproduct of parents that were strong enough to not care about what other people thought, which is why I'm happy. And I would like to use what the gift my parents gave to me as something that I communicate to the world, hopefully inspiring one parent to give that gift to their child.
Yeah, what do you say to that entrepreneur, that young entrepreneur at school, hating school, wanting to leave school, but has to stay at school? What do you say to them?
Enjoy the vacation, because you're going to work the rest of your life. 2, don't be a hypocrite. If you're such a tough guy or gal, stop taking mommy and daddy's money. If you're such an entrepreneur, go buy your own iPhone. Start practicing now. The quicker a child gets off a parent's payroll, the more likely they will be happy in life.
Hi, Danny.
Hello, Bree.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks, and yourself?
I'm good.
That's great, that's great. We are back with another banging episode.
It's episode 13.
Yep, it's episode 13.
It is.
What conversations? We are back bowling. Numbers. Shout out to our subscribers. How was your week?
Oh, I was sick. The
Yeah,
flu
right?
caught me. It caught me.
Oh, okay.
But I feel better
sorry,
now.
Sorry.
But I feel better.
You're good now. You
I'm
battled
good.
with it.
I'm good.
You won the war.
I did. I conquered.
You conquered.
I succeeded, but yeah.
That's amazing.
How was your week?
What a week. It was dull. I think it was dull. I think my weeks get dull as they go, but then it was a great week.
So we played an interesting video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we came across this interesting video this week. How do you feel about that video we just played now?
The video is crazy.
It is.
But then
It is.
how I feel.
I feel like he's spitting facts.
Yeah, he is.
He is.
Fires. What he's talking about is reality. Yes, I don't know. I don't even know how to feel about that because it's how people are programmed, don't you think?
It is, but then to be honest, the education system is fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
It is
fucked
fucked up. You have to be a different breed to survive that system.
And actually, yeah, like it and understand it and not have it work against you.
Because
You must be woke, actually.
you must be woke to survive, because there are people who make it out and are big people and are successful through the education system.
Yeah, hey.
But then, yeah.
And in the very same way, there are people who also made it not with the education system, like without even going to school. People who were just like born entrepreneurs.
Oh yeah.
So in a way, school it's different, but I don't think it's different. I just think the system grew as the generation was coming, because since its invention, it's not the same. Like, since it was invented, they like were changing things as they were studying people. That's what I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know what I think about it. I just know that, wow. Literally, I feel like the privileged people or privileged students are students who go to like private schools.
Yeah.
That's when if you want to make it in that route
of school,
educational,
of
you
education
have,
as a whole.
yeah, you have more privileges when
you're in a private school.
you have education like that.
But then, in a way, it's not everybody who can afford private school. And as much as but not everybody can afford private schools. Why isn't the system the same? Like, why can't the public school also have the same system as the private school? Like, why is there a difference?
I feel like everything about the systems is fucked up, and obviously we see it. There's woke people who see it, and then they're gonna try to make something that's better than the system.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just shocked that somebody hasn't come with an alternative to like sort this ESCOM issue. No sharing issue.
Exactly. But then there
must be a private school ESCOM somewhere where we'll come and pay. Because wow.
It's better to pay for electricity than to have load shedding like this. It's crazy. But then when you're talking about the system, is it only the school system or the system of everything that's government? Not only government, but that's public?
Everything that's public and everything that belongs to the government is just wow. You go to public clinics.
Yeah.
You cry. You
the
go
queues.
You go to the traffic department. The queues.
It's always the
slow.
queues.
Systems are offline. You're going to lunch.
Yeah, things like that, and the attitude.
Yeah.
Public workers
everywhere
who are in offices.
Home affairs.
Yeah. The lines, the system, the way they work is really, really frustrating. I once passed by a certain place where people were queuing outside to get to home affairs. But then they were queuing in the sun.
Oh,
It was just in the open. And like, it was surprising. But then everything is like that. Everything that's for free.
It's like that. I also blame it on the salaries of these workers. They're earning peanuts and they have all this work.
And they've been working for years.
Yeah. So some of them feel like, oh wow.
But then,
and there's elderly people working in these places. Why are they not hiring the youth?
I think, take for what you're saying, for example, they're complaining about their salaries, right? They're old. Why not retire them? They claim all the pension funds and they'll see what to do with that. They're old. They have to understand when you reach a certain age, you can't be working anymore. And employ young people who will be
productive,
fast, energetic, and productive.
Because they want money.
You see,
we want money.
There's a person who has a family with a salary of probably 12,000, and you're supposed to sustain a family by that. And there's a youngster or a youth who doesn't even have a family. With that 12,000, they can bone. They can make something.
That's a lot of money.
And that's why you see employers always going to strike. That's what I think. Most of them are supporting families. They need more money to support their families. And in a way, they just keep on giving birth.
Giving birth.
Then hey, and
how do you?
in a way,
No, you can start.
I was gonna say we can't blame them. Like, it's nature. It's what we are supposed to. It's what we should do.
Giving
It's
birth.
what people are supposed to do. We're supposed to, but then only if the conditions are favorable. You can't just be out
very
there
much true.
spreading seeds that you
True.
can't take care of. But then you were saying,
I was saying, how do you feel about that part whereby he was like, it's the parent's responsibility to change
exactly.
the school system.
Exactly. You know, parents are so uninterested in their schoolwork. You know, as much as we were talking about private schools, right? A lot of children, let me say, rich kids, which are in probably boarding schools or stuff like that. Their parents just go there and like drop them there because they are busy with work. They don't give them attention or anything like that. They just get by themselves. So if even in places where it's not boarding schools, the parent just doesn't have the time. You know,
and we slaves out here.
We like like you work from 9 to 5 to come back home to study some algebra. It's really tiring. And not every parent is educated as they wish their children should be. So that also becomes a challenge on itself. That's what I think. You know.
Yeah.
So it's the whole concept of school is really broad.
It is very broad. It's very, very broad.
You're only privileged with what you said, that if you have a parent who is able to put you to a...
And like how he said, a parent who doesn't care if what the society says, like what people says, you have to be a lawyer. I can't have a daughter who's a DJ. I can't. What will people say? You know, that type of thing. Like, just make sure your kids are happy. Let your kids be what they want to be. Because it's fine. We have to go to primary. Fine. We have to go to high school. But then these days, you don't need a higher institution degree to get a job.
Yeah.
Or,
that's what I wanted to ask you. Like the thing of being qualified for a job.
Oh, yeah.
It's slowly, like the habit is slowly moving away. What do you think about that? Like,
people are sitting with the degrees. What
do you think is going to happen?
I feel like, I don't know.
But then people are slowly getting employed without qualifications.
Yeah, people are slowly like getting employed without qualifications. I feel like eventually people won't need qualifications at all to get employment.
It will be like the mask things on the COVID restrictions.
True.
Get a mask.
And the vaccine,
and the vaccine. Then they just drop it. You're just supposed to follow through.
You just have to blend. What are you gonna do?
Like, it's the same thing. Get qualified. Go to school.
We're slaves, hey?
And then now technology is taking over. There's even electronic cars. How do you think about that too?
What?
Electronic cars. Cars that charge.
Oh, Tesla.
Yeah.
I feel like that's smart. That's smart, but then I'm like, damn. Wow.
It's going to take over the world by storm.
Yeah, it is.
Technology is coming through, and in many ways.
And there's a lot of smart people, hey? There's a lot of smart people.
Then, how did they become so smart? Was it through school?
Most of these people don't even drop out of school.
That's the thing.
Like big people, like who's the guy who owns Facebook? Mark.
Mark Zuckerberg or something like that.
He dropped out of school.
Yeah, even Bill Gates, didn't he drop out of school?
He did.
But then but then I think some of them had the privilege to drop out of colleges or universities. I think one of them dropped out of Harvard.
No, the privilege. You can't afford to drop out. Black child.
So exactly, you just have to hang in there and like keep going with school. But then technology. People are scammers out there via technology. How do they acquire such knowledge?
Is that being smart or
like,
is
it's God given? It has to be God given. But then IT, like, doesn't it teach the same thing, coding and stuff like that?
Yeah. But not all scams are through coding. But then,
Yeah.
yeah, true. Technology makes it easier.
It
for
makes
these
it
people to
easier
scam.
in any way.
Yeah, people scam you in different ways. People scam you personally. Like, I see you see me, and you scam me. You
Yeah,
gone,
scam, gone.
you know. But yeah, crazy. Hey, that's crazy. I feel like scamming people should be illegal.
It should be illegal. You know, it's emotionally and personally draining.
You know?
For a person to experience being scammed or something like that. Because let me say, for example, you are scammed with something like a job.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking for a job. Somebody says, "Give me cash. I'll hook you up with a job."
Mm-hmm.
You give them cash and they ghost you. In your head, you're prepared to be employed.
Your hopes are high.
Your hopes are high, and then you're just gonna be dropped like that. It should be illegal.
It should be illegal.
It should be illegal. It's a pity how emotional crimes can be, like a person can get convicted.
Oh, there's no law on that at all. They just be like, you fool, you are a fool. Why did you get scared?
But then only if you have proof, you can. Then do you know that the law that if a girl says send me money, I'll come over. And you send the money and she doesn't come, you can open a case on that.
Oh.
Yeah, she promised you something and you paid for that.
Oh.
So she didn't.
You have proof.
You have proof. If you have proof, it can be.
Oh.
What do you think about that?
That's justice. That's justice.
But then even these things of scamming things, how do you think? Like, how do you emotionally respond to that?
I get pissed off. I feel like, who do you think you are trying to scam? I've never been scammed.
You've never been scammed.
But when people try to scam me, I'm just like,
do you
think I'm dumb? Do you think I'm dumb? Many times. Many times people tried to scam me off my Instagram account.
Oh yeah.
Like try to kick me out. Like, do you think I'm dumb?
They wanted to access your Instagram account.
Yeah.
Oh.
Literally. But yeah, I've been scammed in different ways, so I get frustrated. Like, do you think I'm dumb? Do you think I'm dumb? Nah.
It is frustrating. It is frustrating, and I think you can only be scared. I think you can only give in where you're most vulnerable or with what you're desperate.
True.
Like it's not everything that, like, I don't have the possibilities or maybe the capabilities. Possibilities, what's that? But then I don't have the capabilities to see through a lot of shit. Like a lot of shit. I can easily get scammed.
Before?
I have been scammed
How many
before.
times?
Once. I was scammed once and almost got scammed the second time. But the second time I didn't get scammed. I was scammed once, and like it was really crazy. And it was with a job.
Oh shit.
So that's the thing. That's the thing. If you are desperate with what they scamming you with, you will give in. You
to
can
the
give
emotion.
in. Yeah, the emotion. How do you think people can overcome that? Like, you want a job, somebody offers you a job.
I don't know. You just gotta move on. What are you gonna do? It happened.
And like the first time, it was really pretty much like the second time. Like, they have links, websites, emails, and stuff. When you go online, like
it's work for those people. That's how they eat.
Yeah,
and it's fucked up. I wonder. I ask myself if they feel for the people they're scamming. Like,
they don't.
How do you feel like
scamming a person? You don't put emotion to that.
Oh wow.
You don't put emotion to that.
Crazy.
It's like being a hitman.
It leaves people broken out here.
Yeah, like literally, you get a person's hopes so high, and you just drop it. But then with how people do it, I think you can just try to see through it if you can. But then if you can't, you are gone.
Yeah, and if you got, it's fine, honey. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Dust yourself off and tell yourself next time,
yeah,
I got this,
Pretty much that. And it was crazy. With the second time, the tactic to scamming me was with another thing I was most desperate for. But then with this time, I was gone actually this time too. I was just pulled back by
Oh,
the person
yeah.
close to me. So I was rescued basically from being
scammer.
target number 2, like from being scammed
From
twice.
my shot.
So if it wasn't for that particular special person, I wouldn't have been able to see through that.
Yeah.
I was gone too. I was gone, and
You're lucky to have that person.
They wanted about very lucky, very
must
lucky.
be.
They wanted about 1,000. So imagine if I had that
Oh
and
shit.
give it away.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
That's a
It's
lot
a
of
lot of money.
money.
But then, I'm just lucky that I wasn't able to go through with it. And the things that they were even requiring, there was even they wanted even proof of insurance.
Oh, insurance. What type of insurance do they want?
They didn't specify, but they just said life insurance. Like
fuck those scamming.
They were really serious. They were really serious. Like they were coming hard on me with everything they got, and with that much effort, I believed it. I actually went through to try to get an insurance.
And it's a good thing. It's having insurance.
Yeah,
even
man.
if you went through with it, it would have been to your advantage that you have insurance now.
Yeah.
How do you feel about insurance? How do you feel about insurance?
Insurance. I don't know.
I mean, like, insure everything.
Yeah.
Insure everything.
Everything you have.
Everything you own.
Yeah. In that example, it's very easy because even if when you lose or some things get damaged and stuff like that, you can like easily replace them. But then things like insurance, I feel like I compare them to things like funeral schemes or something like that.
Everybody is trying to make
Like,
money.
exactly.
Everybody's
just trying to make money.
Even these insurances, all these banks, they're scamming us in a legal way.
In a legal way. That's what they do.
In a legal way. But
and the people doing it, did they go to school?
Yeah.
They did.
They did. Well, some of them didn't.
But
they
then
just
you
literally
But
gifted.
then if you're in the corporate, you gotta get that education, that piece of paper. You gotta get it. You gotta go through. But then,
these days, a lot of people get these jobs through backdoors. Hey,
yeah.
Hey,
Elaborate.
as in like,
to me.
as in like, you don't have to do that much to get a job these days. You just gotta pay up.
Oh.
Yeah.
In many ways than one.
In many ways than one. So yeah, but you were saying.
I was saying, yeah, as much as to be in a corporate role, you gotta get that piece of paper. As much as the video that we played at first may say, if you are an entrepreneur, you gotta take the different route or something like that. If you feel like getting the piece of paper will get you to scaring people,
oh yeah,
do that. Yeah, and most people who are hired in the insurance agencies or companies are educated, and even if you I think, what do you think about those who only have grade 12? Is that education?
It is. You can get a job just like on the video that guy says. Google hires now without a degree. That means you can get hired with your high school certificate.
As long as you can be able to like complete.
Yeah, you know your thing, or you take a short course or something. But I don't know in South Africa because we are so behind with everything.
But then
and the unemployment rate just keeps on increasing.
Every day. I wanted to ask you, what kind of things are insurable? Can I insure my phone?
You can insure anything: your house, yourself, your dog.
Even dogs?
Yeah, your animals, your property. You can insure anything you own.
You know, when you talk about dogs, I saw this video. A person had a pet, and that pet, I would say, eats humans too. So it got to a point where the pet
eats humans.
Yeah, like things like lions. Yeah. Something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the pet stopped eating for a period of time, and that person took the pet to a vet. And when they took that pet to a vet, the vet discovered that the pet is actually starving itself to devour on the owner.
Oh, how?
The signs, like it was starving itself, it was craving human food. I think. Like it had enough of what it was eating. Like
so
the artificial food.
So why couldn't it just eat?
The person?
Yeah.
How? What do you mean?
Why wait?
Why wait? No, it was still preparing itself. I think it had a lot of artificial food in it. So it was still it stopped eating. The owner was concerned. And the owner took it to a vet. And the vet asked, it stopped eating, what is it doing? And it said it's stretching. It wants to sleep with me. It doesn't want to sleep alone anymore. And then it is sniffing me and stuff. And then the doctor said it is preparing itself. Like it's getting your scent.
That's
tasting,
interesting.
Like it's trying to figure out how delicious you are. When it stretches itself, it's trying to see if you can feed it.
Oh, wow. Hey,
So imagine you insured that motherfucker and now
oh wow.
How are you gonna take it?
Oh, wow. When you did, it claimed you.
It
claimed you first.
It claimed you first. Wow, that was a shot. But then it's really crazy. It's really crazy. Do you have anything else?
I have anything else.
But then
do you have anything else to say?
Nah. I don't have anything else. I guess that's all we had for episode 13.
Yes.
It was amazing.
It was a great episode.
Looking forward to episode 14.
Yes.
Wow, we are really boiling. We are making numbers now. It's 10 and 4.
Yes. That's a lot of.
I should write that somewhere.
That's a lot of ones.
Yeah, hey, a lot of ones. But then keep liking the channel, subscribing, follow us on social media, on Facebook, and
follow us everywhere on Facebook, Instagram. Where else?
You know, on Instagram, it took me a while to like really get that. It's understroke. It's woke. Understroke conversations.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's woke. It's woke underscore conversations.
On Instagram, on Facebook.
Instagram. Woke conversations.
And Spotify.
Woke conversations.
Where
YouTube,
else?
Woke conversations.
Yeah, YouTube. We are here. Let's do this again. Like, comment, and share the videos.
Yes.
Until next time, we are out of here.
Bye.
Bye.